welcoming you to the Den of the Jinn. We're going to be playing Transformers Earthspark Expedition, apparently. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. Thank you for checking out this video. Like and subscribe. Thank you for checking. Again, this video is just having fun, so let's get into it. By the way, guys, I'll tell you as I'm playing the game, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. I do, I really do, because doing these videos it's just basically me having fun with you guys. So, back again. Tell a friend. Zadie's back again. I hope you guys love the Transformers series. And yes, folks, I'm playing your favorite Autobot, Bumblebee.
Robbie, Mo, I just got ambushed by a bunch of arachnamechs.
Androids arachnamechs? Didn't we comprehensively kick his shiny metal-plated backside, B?
Thought so. But maybe there's more to Mandroid than meets the optics. Look, keep the Terrans from rolling out till I get there.
Mind telling us how?
Do what I do. Improvise.
I think a spider-bot sweep is in order. Thrash?
Seconded. Not a moment to waste.
Count us in, Twitch.
Wait! I got a better idea.
Have you?
No, give me a moment. 2 words. Role, play.
Mildly interested. Go on.
For starters, let's review what we know about the Emberstone.
Right. In case we missed something critical. When Robbie and I found the
Sometimes I do that
Reed
when I'm
came,
concentrating on the
we had
game.
no
I
idea
apologize.
What it was or what was about to happen.
We are the most fearless adventurers
Sometimes
that
when
ever
I'm focusing
existed.
too much
And
on a game,
of course, we had to touch it.
I tend to be
And then
quiet.
boom!
But
Its
feel free to say
power made
hi.
You guys appear out of nowhere. You were born on Earth, forged from Earth's own elements, and empowered by the Emberstone.
That's how we became a family.
And bonded to us via these cool cyber sleeves.
I always love this story.
We know all this. What else?
And what about Mandroid? He got kind of obsessed with us.
Who wouldn't be?
Well, he's a former ghost scientist who was badly injured in the war the Autobots fought against the Decepticons here on Earth.
So now he carries a king-size grudge against all things Cybertronian.
Ooh, and he's been using mind control patches to make Transformer spots do his bidding.
Wait, this is all past tense. We beat Mandroid. He's solid gone.
If arachnamechs are still in play, maybe Mandroid wasn't as totally trashed as we thought.
Yeah! We should review that final battle, blow by blow.
We were pinned down, under fire.
Mandroid was making good on this threat to eliminate all Cybertronian life forms on Earth.
His Emberstone-powered Death Tower was blitzing the area. Boom! Zap!
Then we just clicked.
It was like the power of the Emberstone ran through us.
Making us think and act like one being. Terrans, united!
Until finally, his plans and his tower came crashing down around him.
Any chance he could have returned?
Nah, we got him again. Oh no! Improvise! Improvise! Right. Who's ready for a new challenge?
I love how B's like, oh no, down. I don't have brakes. Doing. So he jumps over them, transform again, bam. I'm like, shit, I wish my car could do that. If I had a car.
A new day brings new challenges, Bumblebee. And there's nothing like greeting it with a good workout. Not that I don't appreciate the effort, Alex, but I'm a highly trained Autobot trooper as it is.
Humor me. It's rare I get to call the shots around here.
Okay. What's first?
Warm up. Combat moves a go-go. Follow me.
If you say so.
They're down and out. Good work.
Got my mojo working, Alex.
Okay. Now, when I say jump, you say, how high?
Sir, yes, sir.
Good, good. Weapons training now. I place targets all around the farmyard. Let's see if you can bag the lot. And, last but not least, speed trial. Once around the farm track in vehicle mode. Fast as you can. Go, go!
I'm pretty sure there's a booster form, but I don't know if you get that right now.
And now, you're ready for anything.
Just in time. That's an alpha alert. We got trouble.
Bumblebee, Alex, good. We tracked those arachnomechs that attacked you back to a decommissioned ghost base. I need you to investigate.
We're on it, Optimus. Should we wait for Robbie and Mo to get back? They went out on an earlier call with Dot and Megatron.
No. They're liable to be tied up for a while. This can't wait. If Mandroid is back, we need to know.
Did Optimus seem a little abrupt to you? Not his usual cheery self.
Maybe he's just got a lot on his mind. Let's roll!
This is it, Bumblebee. The former Ghost Base Optimus flagged up.
I have no idea. Maybe a lot of people just don't. I'm not really into gaming.
Here's deserted.
Or maybe it's the games I play. I don't know.
Come from here.
Maybe they love my
Alex,
pretty face.
Get behind me.
and we both cringed when I said that. Trust me, I know I did.
Only me. Optimus thought you might need backup after all.
Hard to say, Nightshade, until we know what we're dealing with. Hey, the gang's all here.
The other Terrans are helping me get this place fit for purpose again.
Hey, Twitch, where'd you want this?
Looks like junk hashtag, so junk it.
Don't look so worried, Bumblebee. We'll get the core systems back online. Somehow. So you won't be flying blind.
Good to hear, Thrash. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
What is it, Nightshade? You seem a little perplexed.
Why? Here's my question. Why do you not like SAO?
I
could play other games,
We've
of
managed
course.
to access all areas of the base.
I played many SAO games, and honestly,
Except one. It seems to have its
again,
own
if
security
it's not
system
if it's
and
not that
power,
game, I could play
and
other
it's
games.
heavily shielded. The sensors can't get a read.
Strange. I could reach out to Dot, see if she knows anything about it.
No, don't bother her. I'll crack it eventually.
Looks like a stored message. But who? What? Mandroid? But he's...
Alive and kicking. Ah, it's good to be back. If you are hearing this, Phase 2 of Operation Annihilate All Cybertronians has been initiated. Soon, my new robot army will rise, empowered by Cybertronian
What you playing?
technology
What you
from
playing?
the very depths of planet Earth. Now, nothing can stop me.
If you're playing the new SAO game, well, that one is hard to get into because you don't know the full story of what's going on in it. Plus, some of the characters, they're only half mentioned at best. And mind you, you should see the actual full series before you really judge.
But you are more than welcome to try.
What did he mean? Depths of the earth.
At a guess, I'd say some kind of mining operation. But why give us the location? It makes no sense.
Ego, maybe? Question is, do we take the bait?
We don't, Alex. Once the Terrans have this place set up as a makeshift command post, I'll need you here to coordinate my efforts in the field. Hashtag, think you can get the ground bridge up and running for me?
No problemo.
Good, because I intend to take the fight to Mandroid.
We get to see the legend in action.
Well, here's my thing. Don't knock it until you try it. There's a lot of anime and manga and all that stuff that I love, and some of them even have games. The one thing I hate is when people say, well, I don't like it. Have you seen it? No, but I know it's bad. How? How do you know it's bad if you don't know what's it about or what to expect? See, that's the problem. And here's everybody's, every anime's lovers' hated phrase. But they're just cartoons. They're for kids, right? Trust me, guys. There are anime for kids. There are. There are others that you should never let your kids watch. 2 reasons. One, it could be very scary. It could be very traumatizing. There are ones that make you go, holy shit. One of my favorite ones is called Overlord. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. Main character is basically a lich, basically an undead, and his entire crew is of inhuman beings, like beings that like see humanity as more of a cockroach, and on occasion you see that kind of mentality where some people are treated like cockroaches. Hell, they dust mites at worst, cockroaches at best. So, and the only reason some of them actually live is because the main character I gotta go see what's going on over there. Anyway,
I guess I'm going in. What's my first move?
Target the outer enemy encampments dotted around the perimeter, Bumblebee. Each
Exactly.
one that you liberate weakens Mandroid's overall control of the region.
You're smarter
allowing
about
you access to his inner strongholds.
I will tell you this one right now. First maybe 2 seasons that you might like. I kind of stopped after season maybe 3 because there was a point where I kind of stopped. You might go up to season 4 if you're really ambitious, but personally I don't go any further than season 3 because yes, I've seen enough of season 4 where I'm like, this is getting too long. So personally, yeah, there are times I feel like some people might understand what it means.
Just gotta have.
Other times, Now here's an anime that you might like, and mind you, they have a game for it too. It is called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Yes, folks, that is a title. That is a title, and it's one of my favorite animes, mostly because they are having a lot of fun with it right now. They're getting really deep. The manga is extensive, I'll tell you that right now. The manga is exceedingly extensive. I feel like the TV show needs a lot of catching up to do. Like a lot of these TV shows, some do. Another good example of a TV show that is really behind its manga is Solo Leveling. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that show is amazing. But I got into another show that has really amazing graphics. Honestly, if it was a game, it would be A+ material. I don't remember the actual title, but it had something to do with Heavy.
Wasn't expecting that.
I guess you could look up Heavy Knight Isekai, I think, something like that. And you'll like it.
True
I
enough,
promise.
Alex. Take nothing at face value. Maybe I should go check out what the lunch special is today.
So, like I said, check it out. I recommend it. Because again, the graphics, the story so far is really good. I think I like it mostly because the story has its world building going straight off the mark, and the main character is just.
Targets ahoy!
I love it.
I see
I just love
Alex.
it.
I'm revved up and ready to rumble.
So, like I said, if you really want to get into something good, Reincarnated as a Slime is one recommendation.
Okay, that's your warm-up done and dusted, B. You ready to step it up a level?
And what did
That
you
was a
think?
warm-up?
Personally, I agree. I'm waiting it for. Personally, I love to binge, so whenever I watch anime, I really let it go off a few, like 3 or 4 episodes before I really get into it. Because I will finish it off in one after. And personally, what I'm asking is, did you like it? What was your opinion? Another one you should get into is Shangri-La Frontier. Good fucking anime. I feel like there's more to it that they're gonna try to do with it. I hope so.
Prepared, right?
But honestly, good anime. Fun, kooky, but in a fun way. And honestly, the story is getting more compelling. If they don't make another season, I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm waiting until October though, which is very close. 1 month, about 2 months roughly. One if you're waiting until next week to say it. But yeah, the point is, in October. Which one? Tell me which one. Which one was it? A lot of people say either Jujutsu Kaisen or My Hero Academia. Don't get me wrong. Good shows. Very good shows. Great stories. I just feel like a lot of them, like the later seasons, are lackluster. I'm gonna be honest. They started off great. That I don't doubt. But by the end of it, it just ended on a whimper. Honestly. I felt bad for saying it, but it's true. Oh, you gotta tell me which one. Which one? And like I said, I don't mind them for like the story, but like I said, later part of the series
What do you need?
makes you think, meh.
Telemetry on mandroids made out of scrap bots.
They could have done more, but they, for some reason, they didn't. They just decided to go out in a whimper. I felt like they phoned it in, basically. What I'm saying is, and that's just my personal opinion. I'm only telling you guys my opinions on these series. Okay. You said there was gonna do another season. Which one? Which one? Because I didn't get that one.
They say.
Oh, okay. Shangri-La Frontier. Yeah, honestly, that one is a good one. SLF. I should have forgot. Good series. I'd recommend it. And yes, and if they do another series in the next year, I'm gonna be happy because honestly, there's a lot of things that they haven't done yet. Because they mentioned a lot of times there was the Colossi, and I want to see how they handle these things. The characters are getting better and better, and I feel like yeah, no, I'm saying the more they do with it, the more everybody's gonna be happy because honestly, the battle with Weathermon, ooh, peak, and then they had a battle with a rematch with Lycagon the Night Slayer, or the wolf that basically effed over Rakuro in the beginning of the series. I find it interesting how they gave him basically a rematch, and now we're kicking up a rematch for the rematch, which is all the better, honestly. I think it's all the better. Like, I gotta see that fight. Boy, where have I been? But I'm glad they did though. I'm actually really glad they did, because that game, that series, if they had a game for it for real, and you can either play your own or play as Rakuro, I'd be so happy. Mind you, they have, and they say, well, you could play it on your phone. I'm like, yeah, honestly, I'm not a big mobile gamer. I'm not very strong in that type of game. I mean, it's nice that they do have that, and good for them, but I feel like console or computer would be best. Mind you, I prefer console because I only have console. But if they put it on like computer, you know, I'd be so happy because a lot more people can play it. Oh, by the way, guys, here's my question for you. Speaking of gaming, what do you think Sony's? What do you think the? What do you think of Sony's little? Really? If they are, that's awesome. I honestly feel like it'd be a lot more fun if you could make your own character. Don't get me wrong, I like Rakuro and all. I feel like making your own character would be a lot of fun. Like, you yourself are playing there, and then you hang out with Rakuro and the gang. Or at least, you know, get involved with them somehow. That would be so cool. Hell, I wouldn't mind. Have you guys ever seen the show One Punch Man? There's an actual game for it, by the way. I actually have it, and it's actually really fun. If you like, you know, if you like fighting games. What? I'll look it up later, man.
Not bad, but that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Because if they do have one of those, I would not. Now, on that note, guys, on this, like I said, the gaming. What do you guys think of the plan that Sony is basically removing discs from play? Personally, guys, I feel like it's a really rat move. It's basically them trying to monopolize their thing. I honestly feel like, in a really cheap way, all they're trying to do is somehow they're trying to hurt. I feel like in a way, unintentionally, they're hurting the gamers. They're trying to help. They say, well, Kamala is doing good in Xbox. Yeah, well, marginally, but only by about 2% compared to what damage they're doing. What I'm saying, guys, is don't. If PlayStation is doing what they're doing right now, do not be surprised if games go up to $90, because honestly, that's getting to the point where they're doing that now, where the gaming is not going to be a hobby for everybody anymore, only for certain elites, because the prices of games and consoles and hardware and everything, it's getting to the point where you have to save up 6 months of rent just to get the hardware. And ladies and gentlemen, who is gonna risk their apartment or wherever they live, freaking mortgage payments, food, all that crap, just so you can get the highest degree of, and that's just me, guys. I hate it. I hate saying it, but I feel like the companies are losing their cohesion on what's really important. Mind you, it's not just the gaming community either. The problem I have is a lot of people don't know this. The concept of our escalation of money, the economy going crap, right? You all do realize, and not to sound like one of those tin hats, those people that wear tin hats, but prices, they are artificial. You know that, right? Everything is artificial. Humanity created pricing, and certain governments have the ability to basically shift prices to their particular needs. Do not be surprised, guys, if later you find out that everything you've ever heard about the economy and everything was a lie, because let's just face it, guys. The reason why people are screaming about the economy going to crap was because it's an artificial thing. They're trying to get people to pay more for less things, and they're basically trying to hurt the consumer. And like my mom always says, it's always the consumer that loses out. And it's the truth, guys. It really is. I hate to say it, but the consumer rarely wins in these kind of situations. So now you know why prices are going up, is because companies are thinking, hey, how are we gonna get profits, air quote. Well, the reason why they're getting profits is because those companies are playing ball. Yes, folks, they're playing ball. I am not chilling. I am ice cold. no abbreviations. Unless I've actually played the game before, I will not be able to understand the abbreviation. Please type it out. Well, I don't know the game you're talking about. I would answer if I knew the game. All I saw was WWM, and I'm like, World War Madden? I don't know. Oh yeah! Sorry. Okay, so that game, fun, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. The thing that got me about that game, it was way confusing, a lot of it. And I'm gonna be honest, the one thing that bugged me to high heaven was the dubbing. It was garbage. It was no different than any cheap kung fu movie. I'm gonna be dead honest. And for me, it's hard to get really into a game when it has that bad dubbing. The gameplay, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but the dubbing is the thing that got me. Hell, even the captions were way off. Like, you try to get the captions going, and it, like, give you a whole different translation. Mind you, the translation was okay, but there were times where it said something completely different, and I'm like, okay. And then it repeated itself. Like, it had its own... Okay, don't get me wrong. The gameplay was good. I will not deny that. The gameplay itself was good. If they fixed some of those glitches, then I'd feel different. But those glitches really is my sticking point. And I'm sorry, but I did play it though. This one, I'm trying to face off against I'm trying to get to all the little I'm trying to fight Mandroid. Yes, folks. If you guys never seen, and mind you, this is actually based off a TV show. It's a continuation of the TV show on, I think it was Netflix. Not 100% sure, but I think it was on Netflix.
I'm starting to think I might have a clear run at that lair at last.
Then sorry to crash and burn that notion, Bumblebee. Lots of signals nearby, so lots of enemies to crunch yet.
Should have known. Well, Thrash, I'd better get started.
Cool. Although it still feels odd issuing orders to you. You were our instructor like a week ago.
Like I said, every time it started to talk, it repeated itself a couple of times, and then again, the dubbing was just terrible. Like, you see it, and you don't even see them moving their mouths, not even in Chinese, and the English was just way off base. I feel like that in itself was the game, not anything else. And again, as far as the gameplay goes, fun game for what it is. Yes, I will not deny you that. The sword styles, the martial arts, that was kind of cool. I loved watching it, and it was kind of fun to throw my sword around and slash monsters and stuff. That was cool. I just never really got further than meeting their auntie and finding out that the main character is uncle was missing for like 3 years. That's as far as I got on it. And if it wasn't for the glitches, I'd be a lot further in the game.
Alex.
Hell, I'd be playing it right now.
Thank you. But with all humility, I'd like to say this was a team effort. I couldn't have done it without you.
Why would you say that? And by the way, I have a vacation there at home. So,
actually, Thrash,
am I living in hell?
Maybe.
I do live in the desert. I can live in the desert. I do, but point is, I've been to places that are pretty close to hell. Maybe some other day I'll download it again. Don't get me wrong, it is a consideration again, because again, the gameplay almost got me not wanting to download it, but I had other games that I wanted to show you guys. But I will put it on my list, okay guys? That way all you guys think that I'm not lying. I'm not. I played it. It was fun for what it was. But I will be putting it on my list, so that way you guys don't think I'm trying to, escape. I'll put it on my list, okay, guys?
Boy, did I need that.
I just have to download it again. It's gonna take me about 10, maybe 40 minutes just to download it. But if you want, just for you, my dude, I'll put it on my list, okay? Right now. In fact, I'm downloading it at the moment. So I'm gonna call off this game and give me about an hour and a half, and you will see me playing it from the beginning, ladies and gents. So, if you guys want to see that, join me in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next. Take care. Thumbs up, my dude.